Hello everybody, a little homework help headed your way for this weekend. Remember we worked on this paper in class on Friday. We took some notes about our divisor, our dividend, and our quotient, and we worked several of the problems on the front. At the back you needed to complete. We worked them with a partner, and then some of you had a little bit of homework that you needed to work on. Oops, we're fuzzy. Let's see if we can get it focused. There we go. So I'm just going to do a little bit of homework help, 2 questions to make sure that you've got everything all good to go this weekend. It's a long 3-day weekend, so just make sure you get it done. So remember on our post that we talked about, when I'm dividing decimals, I have to move it over, bring it up, and divide. Well, what does that mean? What it means is if my divisor is not an integer that I can use, I need to move this decimal over to make it an integer that I can use. Ooh. So since my decimal place is over here, I need to move it over 1 time to get a nice clean 5 to work with. But since I moved a decimal over here, I have to move a decimal over here. But I notice there isn't a decimal. Remember in class we talked about we have to think about this little imaginary decimal that's here, and we're going to move it over 1 place. Bring it up and divide. But I have this open space. Remember what we're supposed to fill it in with? You're right, a 0. So now I have my new problem that I'm going to be working with. So I know 5 can't go into 1, so I'm going to move over to my 12. 5 can go into 12 2 times. Please make sure you keep your places correct when you're dividing. 5 times 2 gives me 10, so I can subtract that. I get a 2 here. I'm going to bring down this 5. 5 can go into 25 5 times, minus 25. I have a 0 here, but I'm not completely done with my division problem. I have a 0 right here. I need to bring this 0 on up. I'm not going to stop at 25. I'm going to make sure that I complete my whole division problem. So now my answer is, or my quotient is 250. We're going to do one more together to make sure you're on the right track. Let's look at question number, I think 11. On question number 11, I know that I have 0.05, but again, I need to make this an integer. So it looks like I need to move my places over how many times? 1, 2. And if I moved it over 2 times here, then I have to move it over 2 times here. So if I wanted to look at this problem, now I have 5 divided by 60, because I've moved it over. And I can work with this one as well. But I have a 0 here. 5 doesn't go into 0. So I have 5 goes into 6 1 time, minus 5. 10, 5 goes into 10 2 times. My answer is 12. Pretty easy. And if I times 5 times 12, I'm going to get my 60 that I needed. I hope this helps, guys. Please don't forget this is due for us to check on Tuesday. If you need anything else, another video is being sent. But keep in mind that if I'm going to divide decimals, I need to, so I'm going to zoom on out, I need to move it over, bring it up, and divide. Hope this helps. Have a great week and enjoy your long 3 days.